Hey there guys, it's Joe Szechuan here, and we've got a Shoutout Sunday. Still a little bit sick, but I think I'm feeling quite a bit better. Yeah, I don't actually have much to say in this video, so hopefully I won't talk too much, because, I don't think it would be great for recovering, honestly, I just wanted to upload something, because it's been a little barren here lately. But yeah, hopefully this will be nice, short, and sweet. But before I get into kind of probably potentially just ranting for minutes on minutes on minutes, shoutouts as always to the new subscribers. We got a couple of new fresh faces on the channel. Apologies in advance just in case I mess up some enunciations, as you may or may not know, I'm not too great with the pronunciations. Let's get into it. Shoutouts to the Zorba brothers and Shoyeb Shaikh. Thank you both very, very much for subscribing to the channel. Whether it was you liked one of my other previous videos or maybe you clicked the button on accident, but either way, hopefully enjoy some of the stuff that you see on the channel, whether it's this pretty face or maybe it's not so pretty to you, I don't know. Or, whether you like something else on the channel. So thank you again, both of you, and thank you for past, present, and future subscribers on the channel. It really does mean a lot to me. It really warms my heart to see, people enjoying my stuff. And speaking of warming of the heart, Valentine's Day just passed, so hopefully you guys had a good or bad Valentine's Day. I don't really know. Hopefully it wasn't a terrible time. I don't really have much to say on the subject matter. I was initially hoping for Persona 5 was supposed to release on Valentine's Day, and obviously it didn't. It got pushed back again. And Amazon was very slow to update on that because it said my package was arriving at 8 p.m. on that day, and obviously it didn't. So I didn't get to spend I didn't get to spend Valentine's Day with Persona 5, but I did get to spend it with my lovely girlfriend, which I do love very, very much if she's watching. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed your Valentine's Day if you spent it with a significant other, or even if you spent it with yourself. I actually really enjoyed, or maybe didn't enjoy certain times as well, being single on Single Awareness Day, February 14th. But yeah, either way though, I won't get too much into the subject matter. I just hope that if you are, this is kind of going off a Wong Fu lunch break video if you watch them, but if you have a significant other, hopefully you actually did at least something on Valentine's Day, whether it was big or small. All I did, because I had to work on Valentine's Day, was just grab some comfort food, got a lot of nuggets and just burgers and stuff like that, and just chilled out for a little bit before the end of the day ended. I actually celebrated the day before, so dinner and the typical dinner and gifts and stuff like that, very typical. But yeah, no, hopefully, like I said, the good thing about Valentine's Day is afterwards, cheap chocolate. That's the way to go. So anyways, there's that. I'm trying to think of what else to kind of go off of. Like I said, I'm probably just gonna start ranting at this point. So buckle your seatbelts. In the news lately, anyways, at least just even this morning, I was watching a lot on I don't talk too much about politics. I don't like to get into politics and religion and stuff like that. Just watching a lot of Trump's solo press conference has been all over kind of the news lately. It's I started watching. I watched like the first like maybe about 20 minutes or so of his press conference. And wow, that's all that's kind of the gist of it. I'm just baffled by basically you see a lot of like the late shows and stuff like that, like kind of ripping on him and his conference, and you actually watch it, and it is pretty accurate. I mean, obviously they splice it up and get kind of all the greatest hits, I guess, of the conference, because it's a pretty long one. It's like an hour and 17 minutes or something like that. And gee whiz, it is pretty cringeworthy. I don't know. I'm just lost for words. I was watching it. I watched like the satire of it first. Watching like James Corbin and like Stephen Colbert and stuff like that. And then afterwards, I started actually watching the actual press conference, and it is just baffling. That is coming from a president's mouth. So yeah, there's that. If you're really interested, if you don't know anything about it, you haven't seen anything, like I said, just watch the short snippets of it, or if you have time, watch the whole thing. I haven't gone around to watching the whole thing. I might finish it, but it is just crazy. It's just how bumbling. If you thought his other conferences or his campaign stuff was bumbling, wow, this was interesting to say the least. So I would recommend maybe not even checking it out because it's just ridiculous. As a non-American, I am there's a lot of memes going around, obviously, of people watching the turmoil that is the U.S. political scene. It is just baffling. I've been loving the SNL sketches that have been going up. For it, and they've been getting a lot of flack on it because of it too. But that's more again U.S. based. But holy moly, there is a lot of stuff going on, and it is just the craziest of reality TV shows, I guess, to put it one way. So it's just ridiculous to me. That's enough about Trump. I'm not going to talk too much more about that because like I said, he's speaking for himself. Otherwise, though, more into nerdy type of things because that's what we do on this channel for the most part. Kind of again stuff that's passed by. The Overwatch Year of the Rooster event just completed, and very happy to say the RNG gods were quite good to me. I was able to get every skin except for Symmetra's, which wasn't a huge deal because I have one of her legendaries already. But other than that, though, I had to get Wukong Winston with gold, but I had more than enough saved up. So yeah, it was pretty good. One of my friends got 5 copies of May's both of her legendary skins for Year of the Rooster, and it kind of sucks that you only get 200 gold for like a copy of a skin you already have when it's worth, in this case, 3,000, which is ridiculous. So that was kind of funny and also really sad to see just that happening. So I'm hoping that they bump that up a little bit. I think you should get a little bit more gold for getting copies of a legendary skin. So I don't think you should get the full amount, but I think you should get more than 200. I think that's just ridiculous. Other than that, though, at least on other Blizzard Overwatch news, teasing a lot on Doomfist. I'm very excited. I'm really hoping that Terry Crews is indeed going to be in the game and they're going to release more about it in the near future. And then the Hammer cracking down on Overwatch cheaters and stuff like that. It's kind of nice to see. Because it's not fun to play games when you're playing with cheaters and stuff like that. Unless you're all cheating, then that's kind of I think that's fine at that point. Other than that, though, what else is going on in the world? I've been playing a lot of Gwent, the card game from Witcher 3. It's in closed beta still. I've been part of it on the PC for a while now. I haven't actually gotten to play too much when I had it initially, but I got a beta key for the Xbox, and I've been playing a whole ton of it. Ranking up and playing ranked mode recently. I've recently hit ranked 5, which I'm very excited about. Moving up the world, the leaderboards and stuff like that. So I've been playing a ton of Gwent. If you haven't gotten to play it yet, it is fantastic. If you haven't played, that's honestly I haven't beaten Witcher 3. I think I just did not have enough time, so I kind of gave up because of it. But I'm hopefully gonna go back and complete it at some point. But literally during my kind of couple week stint of the game, all I did was Gwent. That was kind of 80-90% of my gameplay of Witcher 3 was Gwent. So I'm very happy that they made a solo game for Gwent. They've recently done a round of buffs and nerfs, a lot of buffs for the Nilf decks. And a lot of nerfs to the purples and the weathers and stuff like that. So if you play, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't know. I play a monster deck myself. I used to have a weather. Well, I had a weather deck. My friend actually plays a weather deck, and he's none too happy with the changes. So happy a little bit about that because both the was it Skeleage. I can't remember the pronunciation and stuff, but the purples and the weather decks are real detrimental to me when I've been playing. So glad to see that they've been kind of nerfed up a little bit, but Yeah, we'll see how the Nilfgaards do now that they got super buffed. So there's that. Might do some Gwent gameplay. I don't really know. We'll see. I can't remember if there's actually an NDA in place for the gameplay, but if there isn't, I might do some Gwent stuff. So maybe see that on the channel sometime in the future. But like I said, I've been really enjoying Gwent. Um, I've already sunk in some money on packs and stuff like that, but built up a really nice deck. I've been doing pretty well in ranked, so there's that. The only thing I'd like to see, again, it's still in beta, so I don't expect it to really to be a feature, but to be able to actually match make with your friends. I was lucky enough to actually I was playing at the same time as one of my other friends. We were on the headsets, so while we were playing Gwent's, individually anyways, and we happened to be match made together in ranked mode. And that was super funny. We were talking on the mics while we were playing and stuff like that, mind games and stuff like that. And then I ended up being on top. I ended up winning in those 3 rounds. So last card played, Commander's Horn, shitty shit like that. So very excited to that happened. But I'd like to see that feature added in so you can actually play with your friends and stuff like that. But otherwise, though, I guess other news. Fidget Cube, super fun. I did a little unboxing review thing. You can go check that out. So I won't talk too much about it. But I love this little thing. It's been sitting on my desk for a little while now, and it's been a fun little nifty thing to play around with. Other than that, though, like I said, I don't really have much else to say. Um, I'll stop ranting on stuff. I think that's it off the top of my head. I can probably go into more stuff, but I won't. But yeah, that's it for Shoutout Sunday. More ranting, rambling Sunday. But I wanted to thank you guys as always for again supporting the channel and checking out the stuff. If you made it through this nice long rants about random crap that you probably don't care about, then I salute you for making it through the video. But other than that, though, thank you again for watching as always, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace out, guys.